Security experts who work with supermarkets have warned that self-service checkouts provide increased opportunity for stealing. Well, you might say that, mightn't you? With even pensioners tempted by the flaws in the system. Burton of Kingdom Security told The Express that so-called skip scanning is becoming a trend. Well, I think we all know what that is. People scan and pay for some items, but deliberately leave others out and put them straight in their bags instead. Some offenders, including, as we've said, pensioners, will then just claim it was a genuine error if they're stopped by staff or police. Oh, gosh, I forgot that bottle of wine. I forgot that packet of burgers. Sorry about that. I'll pay for them now. Over a third of people admit to doing it at some point in their lives, and it costs stores more than £2.2 billion, which of course means it costs us money because in the end we're the ones who end up paying for it. So, do you think it's time self-checkouts were just axed altogether to avoid temptation? What do you think of them, Eve?
Well, I particularly resent some of them. There's a chemist in our street, a well-known chemist, and they've put 2 in. And this is a sort of street which has quite a lot of old people living on it. And I think a lot of them, it was the only conversation they had with a human being all day. And suddenly there are these machines. I suppose they save the company a bit of money, but probably not in the end, because if you say so much is stolen, just the fact you had someone to say hello to and talk to was nicer. I think it's very, very irresistible. I imagine also, scarily for kids, let's get 2 things and a bar of chocolate. It's just too tempting, isn't it? And we know that stealing from supermarkets is on the rise.
Ian, what do you think?
It's costing billions and billions. You know, you can eliminate most things, but they look at risk reward. If they put somebody on a counter, in addition, they're laying out more money, the stores. It's very difficult. I mean, I say this as a non-shopper. I really have. I mean, I do it at the airport, and I don't. When I scan, it goes bong or bing. I don't know whether it's charged or not. I really don't. It's like playing Pac-Man.
But it's human nature. I mean, there is an element of human nature in everyone's nature, however beautifully brought up you are, however religious or not religious you are, where you can't help thinking, I could probably get away with this. Especially if you see people on either side of you just scooping a few things in.
I've never seen it.
I have seen it. Oh, I've seen it loads of times.
I've seen it.
Really?
I can't stop looking. I'm always having a
No,
the reason I can't do it, number one, of course, I was beautifully brought up. But number 2, I don't want to end up in the Daily Mail as somebody who nicked a packet of peanuts. And I really think that would be absolutely terrible. So even if I really fancy doing it, I wouldn't dare do it. But, you know, most people probably might take the risk and think, well, you know, I'll just say, oh, sorry, I didn't notice those lamb chops, Narinder.
Yes. Well, I think the supermarkets are saying that they might bring the VAR cameras, as you were saying, in, so that it scans if you've missed it or not. So that will put a stop to that. But I think this is a expense that should be picked up by the supermarket.
I mean, have a look at this. We can see an example now. You see of this checking out going on, and then there's the kind of overwhelming temptation to think, well, yeah, let's not put the milk in. We'll just shove the milk in the bag and we won't pay for that at all. And that seems to be going on absolutely all over the place. It's a kind of an inevitability.
You get a thrill from it. Maybe they get a thrill that actually I got something free today, because cost of living, you know, we feel we're being ripped off all the time. And then you
but
feel
there are
that
the distractions for old people. You know, they're at a checkout. I embrace technology, but I still respect it. It's not easy, some of it.
But I feel I'm just really ham-fisted at doing it. You know, it always goes bing, as you say, or bong.
Or
I never know what's going on.
You can't get it to accept.
Yeah, you can't get it. And you keep trying to do the thing. And then I think, well, I'm not working for Mr. Tesco. Why am I trying to do this? And then I think, well, don't say that. That will end up in the Daily Mail. Okay, I don't work here. I don't want to do this. Whatever it is, I'm scared stiff of somebody saying something horrible. Let's go to Sarah in Buckinghamshire. What do you think, Sarah, about this?
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi.
I like to think I'm a law-abiding citizen, never done anything wrong in my life.
Good.
I do scan as you shop. And every single week, I do every single week, put in the odd item in my bag and forget to scan it. Right. I just think if you can't be bothered as a big company to put on staff at the tills, then I'm going to take the small little object every week. Why not?
Sarah's been so honest. I love it, Sarah.
So, I mean, are we thinking about a toothbrush, or we're thinking about a packet of paracetamol? Or what type of we're thinking about caviar and champagne? What are you scooping in? What's going on?
I'm looking at maybe some earrings.
Ooh.
You know, just
I understand what Sarah's saying. I get it, because she's saying, look, if you're not going to have the responsibility and I'm paying for everything, okay, you missed this one, that's your own fault.
But I just keep thinking of, but Sarah, I keep thinking of Moses, you know, schlepping up that mountain, Mount Sinai, and those beautiful 10 commandments, and one of them, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not.
Yeah, but the way that I look at it is I'm doing their job.
But they haven't employed you to do it. You're not being paid a salary to do it.
But I'm doing their job, as in I'm scanning every item and doing my shop that way. You know, you can pay me a pair of earrings in lieu for that.
Does she shop and get the earrings?
Ask her, look down the camera and ask her.
When do you decide? Do you do it on the way round with the trolley? What item I'm not going to pay for? Or do you do it, or is it an impulse at the checkout?
Well, no, it's when I go round.
When she goes round, because she's got the scanning machine, you see, to go round. Sarah, I want to know. Let me ask this, please. Sarah, when you wear the earrings, I mean, I've got earrings on now. So when you wear the earrings you haven't paid for, do you extra enjoy it, or do you feel a bit guilty?
I love that.
Tell you what, Vanessa, I actually have them on right now.
I wish I could see you. We'd love to know. I mean, I cannot by any means say, well, that's terrific, because I'm not sure I think it's terrific. I think it's a bit sort of dodgy, Sarah, but you sound like such a nice person. Let's go to William in Carlisle about this. Hi, William. Don't tell me you're nicking stuff as well, are you?
No.
Oh, thank
the way I see it, we should take the old school Judge Dredd approach. No crime's too small. You know, I mean, there should be more people there should be more people
on the checkouts.
Yeah.
On the ground, you know.
On the ground watching. But William, what about human nature? There's this kind of impetus to get away with it if you can, plus the feeling that we're spending an awful lot of money buying basic foods in supermarkets, and it's a cost of living crisis. And I like that. I mean, I can't help sort of getting Sarah's point when she says, you know, why am I doing your work for you anyway? I'm checking all this out. You're not paying me. So I think I'll just, you know, what do you think of that?
It's no excuse for stealing off people. You know, I mean, it's
stealing.
Immoral. You know,
it's immoral. Yeah. It's immoral. But do you think that there's lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil? For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. These things are leading us into temptation.
It's just not right to be stealing from people, you know, that work and pay for this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's basic right and wrong.
But I think, William, where William's coming from, I've heard this before as well, is that actually stealing from a supermarket, they don't mind because they're a big business, we can steal from them, but don't steal from a small shop.
Yeah, but a supermarket, we all end up paying for it anyway. There's no such thing as a victimless crime.
And we're all paying for people who are stealing
Supermarkets steal from us.
They don't steal from us.
Well, they hike the prices.
They don't steal from us. If you don't want to go, don't go. They don't steal from us.
They hike the prices.
And pretty much we should not be stealing from them. On the other hand, maybe they're just making it too easy, too tempting. Let's talk to Daphne in Yorkshire. Daphne, how do you feel about this one? Daphne, where are you? She's in Yorkshire.
Daphne's now helping herself.
No, she's not there. Let's talk to Rachel in West Sussex instead. Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
Hello. What do you think about this?
Oh, I don't even go there. I hate it.
I've already gone there. We've gone there.
If I go into a shop and there's a checkout, no person there, I'll walk out.
Yeah.
And is that because you can't?
No, it's my business.
You can't deal with it, or you just don't want to deal with it, or it always goes wrong, or why do you walk out?
Well, it's because if you're making a mistake, you're not going to get any refund back from the computer, but you will with a person.
Well, I mean, if you make a mistake and you ring up too many, you have to go and find a member of staff and say you've made a mistake and stand there looking like an absolute beep while they find the thing and refund. I mean, you could get a refund if you make a mistake, but you would rather just walk out the shop and go somewhere else. Wow. Gosh.
Yep, literally. I mean, not only that, it's putting people out of business.
Well, it's putting people out of work, isn't it? The people who would normally have been on the tills, I suppose. But you obviously deeply resent it. You don't want to be caught up in that at all. And it's not because you think it makes you dishonest. Rachel, thank you very much indeed. I get that. There's lots of kind of passion going on here. I think we've got Daphne on the line. Daphne, I was calling your name. You were just ignoring me. What was going on?
No, I'm sorry if I've been ignoring it. It wasn't deliberate.
OK, well, it's lovely to have you on. What do you feel about this?
Well, I do think that people should not have to use self-checkouts. And in fact, I think there is more theft because of it, and who can blame them? But companies are only doing so supermarkets are only having self-checkouts to save money on employing people.
Yeah,
and the reality is it's probably costing them more money in theft than it would be if they would do the decent thing and then give people jobs.
Well, absolutely. I mean, Ian's the businessman. They must do this sum every day.
They weigh it up. They weigh it up.
Yeah.
You know, you can eliminate theft. To save a penny, you're not going to spend a pound. You know, it's very difficult to eliminate it totally. But I'm of the generation, I loved it. I can remember as a kid going shopping, you'd like literally speak to the cashier, they'd ask how your parents were. Now it's just...
But that's why you've got to go to use your independent corner shops, where I come from, because we give that community feel, and we're talking to the elderly every morning, and we're talking to the community every day. It gives that feeling of being part of a community instead of just a machine.
I remember the boys in my road very stupidly went to the local newsagent to try and get those rude, saucy magazines.
Oh, yeah.
And Mrs., I'm not going to say her name, but immediately got on the phone to the parents and said, you know, I've got your boy in here and look what he's just tried to buy. And they got the most terrific trouble, and they know who they are as well, and they may well even be watching. And if you are, you know it was you. Let's talk to Mandy, though, because Mandy is a fan, and I'm glad she phoned to at least give a different point of view on this one. Mandy in Hampshire, you love self-checkouts.
Yeah, hello, Vanessa.
Hi.
I've got anxiety, and I've just, fun enough, come back from shopping.
Yeah.
I go in, get the handheld thing, get the shopping I want, go to the checkout, pay for it, and go out. And for me, that's the best. It's not that I don't want to talk to people; it's that I'm scared of people. If that makes sense.
Yes. Yes.
So if they took them away, I'd have I'd probably have to have it delivered. And although there would be one person, at least I wouldn't have to stand in a queue and risk that someone talked to me. But it's not because I'm horrible. It's because they scare me because of the anxiety I
Mandy,
suffer
you're so
from.
lovely, though, on the phone, and you're coming over so beautifully on the television, though. And I can't help thinking anyone who gets to talk to you in a queue would be so lucky to talk to you. You're so nice.
Bless you. That's very kind.
I mean it, though. How many years have you felt this level of anxiety?
This level probably since 2008 when my husband left.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm so sorry. Have you been able to get any sort of help or counselling for it?
Yes, it's just a joke, though. You just get like 5 sessions, which is never going to be enough from you.
Gosh.
And you just, when you live on your own as well, you just, it's just,
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm wondering whether, and I know it's not easy at all, but if you can manage to get an appointment with your GP just to mention it again and say it's been going on for so long and it's so serious that you can't even risk standing in a queue in a supermarket in case somebody talks to you, because that's really interfering with the quality of your life so much, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he knows because he's been my GP for a long time.
Yeah.
And he's a really good GP. It's just that
I'm sure he is. I just wonder if I were you, I might just try and see him one more time, just to sort of talk it through, just in case he can maybe think of something or other like CBT or something or other that might help. Listen, lots of love to you, and I'm so glad you could talk to me and talk to us.
Mandy, you sound so lovely.
Absolutely.
So lovely. I would love to talk to you in the supermarket.
And if Eve saw you in the supermarket, she'd have a good chat with you, and so would Ian. All right.